Dogma produces an energy of submission, which actually attracts narcissism. So, how would you explain the difference between religion and spirituality?
Simple. I think religion is nothing more than spirituality with a bunch of rules.
I'm Ruth.
I'm Cory.
This is the
Ruth and Cory Show.
This is the
Ruth and Cory Show.
So, Cory, today we're going to draw some questions from Spirit. The Spirit has laid on my heart.
These are spirit questions.
How is religion different from spirituality? Now, the reason why I'm asking this question is because I've come from a place of religion and had to explore my own spirituality for myself. But stepping out from a set of rules and dogma has been very difficult for me because the two worlds don't mix. You either have to step from a religious world of dogma into exploring your own reality. And many people, Cory, have not wanted me to explore for myself. So how would you explain the difference between religion and spirituality?
Simple. I think religion is nothing more than spirituality with a bunch of rules.
That's well put. So talk about statements of faith then.
Well, let's define that then. What do you mean by statements of faith?
A statement of faith, when you join a church, you have to adhere to certain statements of faith or you're not considered part of them.
Yes.
So would you consider that religion or would you consider that spirituality to have a set of dogmatic beliefs that you have to believe in?
When you're being told what you have to do and not do, that's religion.
Got you. So where can you go? Let's say you're in a place of religion. Where can we go from a place of religion to spirituality? What steps could we possibly take?
Ooh, that's a really good question. If you recognize that you're in an institution that is binding you with rules, start to question them. Start to question the rules and ask why. Just ask why. Just ask why. And that can go for the dogma of the particular denomination. And it can also go with the more general understanding of what the religion is professing. There are plenty of examples where a response will be, you just have to have faith. You just have to believe. Do you? Or is there something wrong with questioning? Is there something really wrong with wanting an answer or asking the question? I don't think that there is. And when you're told, you just have to take that on faith. I would really, really dive into that one. And you've done a lot of diving into questions like that, Ruth, with your book.
When you said, Cory, just take it by faith, the question that comes to me is, whose faith? Their faith? The faith of the pastor that told you to take it by faith?
Right.
Because if you're taking something by faith, you're connected to somebody else's faith because they did their own research and they said this is the truth.
Right.
So one of the examples that Cory is talking about that I had to do with my own exploration of spirituality for myself is I was raised in a very strict cultish-like religion where you could not cut your hair. Okay. Yeah. Now I was raised when I was.
I'm still in it.
We're going to talk about that.
Uh-oh.
Because I have a whole answer for people who want to criticize men with long hair.
Oh yeah.
Because I was in that dogma. So the religion though of when I was raised with my family, I could trim my hair, but I couldn't do bangs and I couldn't cut it. And I definitely couldn't have it shoulder length.
Made you stand out as an individual, didn't it?
Yes. And it made me very subconscious, Cory, because I felt so different and it produced a vibration of fear, shame, and difference, which attracted narcissism. Let's go there.
All right.
So these religious rules make us very submissive. And then we wonder, especially as a woman, when we're very submissive to somebody else's belief, and I'm speaking from the feminine energy here, you attract dominant men because you're in a state of, oh, whatever you tell me, I will do. I'll be a good, sweet. Now we're digressing. But the dogma produces an energy of submission, which actually attracts narcissism.
That's a great point. And let's go back to the masculine and feminine point. I do want to just make a small point on that. The examples that Ruth gave were extreme examples of unbalanced feminine energy and unbalanced masculine energy.
And it's very common in the religious because of the control.
So if you think about that, what we just talked about here, religion will set up an infrastructure where your masculine and feminine energy are unbalanced. Now, we're not talking genders, male and female here. You, whoever you are, however you identify, have a masculine and feminine energy.
Who are you going to allow to control that? That is the question.
Right. Right, exactly. Who are you going to allow to control that? Or are you going to take back your own control, your own divine control, and rebalance them so that they work in harmony?
And dare to come in with the masculine energy of boundaries, protection, self-exploration, moving on your own path, and the balance of feminine, which is being able to receive, to
express,
learn.
And create.
Yes.
Yes.
And so you can bring that into religion and make it a spiritual journey.
That's right.
And adventure.
That's right.
If you all would like some sound baths, violet flame activations, join our Patreon group. Cory and I do a tag team of sound baths and meditations that help you heal religious trauma, heal some of this imbalanced masculine and feminine. We will see you on there. It's Patreon, Violet Flame 432.